Welcome back to Heroes and Villains HQ. Thank you all for tuning in to this video. As I said with my Black Series predictions video, San Diego Comic-Con is arriving this weekend. And with that, Hasbro is going to be doing some reveals. So this video is to talk specifically about the vintage collection and my predictions as to what figures we may see. If you haven't already, I did post a Black Series predictions video as well for San Diego Comic-Con, so definitely check that out after this video. I will link it above. But with that said, before we jump in, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's jump into my predictions for the vintage collection at San Diego Comic-Con. Similar to the Black Series, we have to tune in to the Yak Face rumor list. Again, big shout out to Yak Face for all he does for this community. But let's go ahead and take a look at his vintage collection rumor list here, starting of course with the bolded figures, as these are the ones that are most likely to be seen next. And the two, without a doubt, granted I said this during my June's prediction video, the two figures I think without a doubt we are going to see this San Diego Comic-Con is finally the vintage collection Han Solo and Chewbacca from A New Hope. These figures were actually pipelined last summer, so it's been quite some time, and we've slowly gotten those New Hope figures, but Han Solo and Chewbacca are the ones we are still missing, and I do think we are finally going to see them this San Diego Comic-Con. I do also think alongside them we are going to see another A New Hope figure, and that is C-3PO. This is another figure on the rumor list. Granted, it's not bolded. However, I do think alongside the Han and Chewbacca releases for A New Hope, they are going to finish that original collection of characters with releasing a brand new C-3PO and revealing it during San Diego Comic-Con's panel. Also, the vintage collection hasn't been getting a lot of prequel love, and it is unfortunate. This year they've done the Return to Tatooine series, and that's been a lot of original trilogy characters, but a lot of people have been crying out for prequel figures, and I do think we are going to see some during the San Diego Comic-Con panel. I first want to talk about, of course, Anakin and Obi-Wan. Are we going to see the Anakin and Obi-Wan vintage collection figures during San Diego Comic-Con? I don't think we're going to see both. I think we're only going to see one of them revealed during San Diego Comic-Con, and that is Anakin Skywalker. I think we're going to see the Revenge of the Sith Anakin Skywalker, and finally getting another prequel figure in the line. Also, another thing Hasbro has been slowly doing is releasing the Bad Batch. We got Hunter and we got Crosshair earlier this year. There are rumors for a couple more Bad Batch figures in this list here, and my speculation is we're going to see one of them revealed during San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm going to err on the side of the deluxe figure. I think we're going to see Wrecker revealed during San Diego Comic-Con. It's been a long time coming to get these characters in the line, and they've slowly been revealing them. I think we're going to see another one. It only makes sense in my opinion. So at this point, I've predicted 4 single release figures and a deluxe figure, those being Han, Chewbacca, and C-3PO, as well as a Revenge of the Sith Anakin Skywalker and a deluxe Wrecker. However, I don't think that's all we're going to see. We know that there is going to be another vintage collection HasLab. It is noted that this HasLab is going to be a vehicle. Now, there are so many possibilities that this HasLab vehicle could be. It's really hard to predict just one. However, I do think we are going to see the HasLab revealed during San Diego Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con is a time to really stir excitement, as you have the panel and all of the guests and everybody's talking about it and posting about these things. And it only makes sense for them to reveal the next HasLab here. The last HasLab was the Cantina. It obviously hasn't begun shipping yet. However, that was revealed all the way back in May of 2024. So it's been a long time since that reveal. The Ghost was the summer prior, so I do believe that we're going to see the next HasLab this summer. So there's a lot of speculation as to what it could possibly be. It's really hard to guess, right? Because there are so many vehicles in the Star Wars universe. It's also tough to figure out what garners the HasLab versus what's a playset release. The reason I say this is I believe that this HasLab is going to be original trilogy based. However, the reason I say it's going to be original trilogy based is not only for the Return to Tatooine line, but also it's the 45th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. So, and that's something that's kind of been glossed over. The two vehicles that come to mind that would fit either a Return to Tatooine or Empire Strikes Back theme are the Millennium Falcon as well as the AT-AT. However, both of these vehicles have been released as just playsets previously. The last Falcon we got in 2020, and the AT-AT was a while ago. However, they've released as playsets before, so I have a hard time believing that they would then up them to the HasLab status. Usually the HasLab status is to get something a little more, I don't know, exclusive. Like I said, I'm just not sure as to what it could possibly be, and there aren't many rumors as to what it could be. Unfortunately, I don't have a prediction for you. I don't know what the HasLab is going to be. However, I would get excited because I do believe we're going to finally get the reveal of the HasLab during San Diego Comic-Con. So to recap, what do I believe the Vintage Collection reveals for San Diego Comic-Con are going to be? I think we're going to see 3 single release figures from A New Hope: Han Solo, Chewbacca, and C-3PO. I think we're finally going to get a few prequel figures as well, those being Revenge of the Sith Anakin Skywalker, and then a deluxe Wrecker from the Bad Batch. I also believe that Hasbro is going to reveal the next Vintage Collection HasLab that is supposed to be a vehicle. I'm not really sure what it's going to be, but I would expect it to be revealed this San Diego Comic-Con. So with all of that in mind, definitely subscribe to my channel below, because when we do finally get these reveals from San Diego Comic-Con, I am going to be posting a video on my channel talking about what was revealed and my thoughts and all the details surrounding those items. So definitely stay tuned for that coming this weekend when the panel happens. But thank you all so much for the support on this channel in the last few weeks. I really appreciate it. Again, stay tuned for more. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy San Diego Comic-Con, and I hope they reveal something that you're looking forward to. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.